Okay, so we're going to try this. Hopefully got enough bandwidth and enough volume. If somebody jumps on and you hear it, if the mic is crackling out, let me know. I'm just still messing with the settings and trying different mics. So I'm going to do a song first from the TV show, the Amazon show Patriot, one of my favorite shows of all time. The song's called Afternoon Spray. You need to watch the show to get the whole context of why the song is so cool, but I'm just going to play it. We'll do one more, and then we're going to do some undoing exercises, and I will share the link so you can jump on the stream with me. So let me get a monitor going on both of these, and then we will be able to invite you guys on. So let's go get a quick monitor going. And we'll turn off the sound on that. So let's go get a quick... There we go. Okay, we got that. And then let's get the YouTube monitor going. Okay, we'll turn that down, turn that off. But now we got chat. Okay, great. So I'll be able to invite you guys on. So yeah, we can look forward to that. But let's start out with some Afternoon Spray. The little backstory for that song is that the characters in the show, when they're coming up with it, he said, man, there's no name for this nice, gentle rain or mist in the afternoon. You have evening mist and morning dew, but there's nothing for the afternoon. So he created Afternoon Spray. And hello to whoever jumped on. I'm going to share the link soon so you can jump on with me. In fact, let's go ahead and share that link now, and then it'll be ready for whenever. So copy that. We'll put it in the chart here. Jump on the stream. There we go. And also on the Facebook. Okay, there we go. So if you want to jump on, I'll see you appear here, and then I'll let you on when it's a good time. So here we go. Playing in our clearing, where limb by limb she pulled me in one morning, and the leaves around her skin. I hear rain fall on the palm of the only hand that will hold mine. And I listen, yeah, I listen. I just lay there with her and listen. Drop down afternoon, drift in afternoon, afternoon, afternoon spray. Drop on my old lady's face, drop on my old lady's waist, and I drop into my woman's arms. Nothing has to live forever, nothing has to hold together, nothing has to be remembered all the way. But I see rain fall on the face of the only woman who ever loved me. And I listen, yeah, I listen. I just lay there with her and listen. Drop down afternoon, drift in afternoon, afternoon, afternoon spray. So nice one. We'll do one more by the Pines, and then we'll get into some undoing. All right. Well, it's dawn on the mountain, twilight in the town. Fireflies trim the wicks, the moon is low and round. I'm a monk without a temple, I'm the only home I've found. There in spirit, in the fury and the sound, oh, I'm there. We were singing hallelujah, faces in the dust. Time so pretty that the teardrops heal the rust. I was turning over stones, looking for someone to trust. You were there in spirit, you were much more than enough, you were there. There's a quiet little church under every city bridge, where those with nothing carry nothing out onto the ledge. Oh, how much tender mercy are you prepared to give? Are you there in spirit, where the poor in spirit live? Are you there? Well, there's nothing you stand to lose, 'cause there's nothing you get to keep. Waltz upon the bones of all that nature's laid to sleep. Oh, I hear a shepherd panics if he loses just one sheep. You're there in spirit, or you drown 3 inches deep. Are you there? It's so hard to work the garden with your fingers keeping score. Be the driftwood of love that's holding to the shore, though the night train carries you when you sleep through the storm. You're there in spirit, in the stillness and the swarm. Are you there? Alright, there we go. A little bit of music. So now, go ahead and I'm going to show you some radical undoing exercises. Get comfortable here. And we're going to start with one that you can do every single day. You want to do this exercise whenever you're in a mood, whenever you feel like you're suffering, whenever the mind has gotten out of control. If you can just get yourself to sit still, that's number 1 key. Just sit still and breathe. And breathe into your belly and let it fill your chest, but not this upper neck and chest breathing. If you want it to be deep in the belly. And then stretch your face. Maybe you've seen this before, maybe you haven't, but I encourage you to try it out along with me on the video or on the stream if you're here live. So you want to do this thing every morning, every night, anytime you're in a kind of mood or you get tense. Just stop and set a timer for 3 to 5 minutes. And welcome if you just jumped on the stream. If you'd like to come on and share some of your woes or your tensions, I'll give you some experiments and exercises we can do right here live on the stream. See if it helps you. See how it helps you. Help give you some direction. So we'll go ahead and start with this face stretch. See, what you want to do is, and I'll take a look at the time. We'll do this for about 3 minutes. So you want to stretch and move all the muscles in the forehead, the eyebrows, the eyeballs, different directions, eyelids open and closed, cheeks, lips, nostrils, tongue, and jaw. Maybe even the ears and scalp a little bit. So that's going to look something like this. And you keep breathing throughout. So use a lot of intensity. Go slower than you think you need to go. And keep breathing into the belly and into the chest. You can say ah or let out a sigh with the breathing, but just remember to breathe and twist and move everything with a lot of intensity. Try different combinations. Explore your face in ways you might not otherwise do. So I can stretch. There's a big mass of nerves here. You can stretch that. Put the tongue out. You can stretch it across here. You can just try and get into all the cracks and crevices in the face. Move around. Continue breathing. So we've gone almost 2 minutes already. We're going to do about another minute and a half. When you do this, make sure you do it for at least 3 minutes, and even better is 5. And to make it easy for you, I'll probably do this one on every one of the live streams that I do here. So make sure you don't just sit there watching. Do it along with me. And hopefully some of you guys will not be bashful enough to just jump on. Then we can do this stuff together. Oh. And I can show you how it's organic, how it fits with your life. So we'll just keep on going here. A little bit longer. Been about 3 minutes now. Remember, the keys are continue breathing into the belly, into the chest. Move with a lot of intensity and contraction in the face, and move slowly and deliberately. Okay, and then when we're done, when your 3 to 5 minutes is concluded, make a crazy face, tense up everything as much as you can. Hold the breath, hold for a second. Then when you say ah, let go of the breath and let go of the face. Ah. And just let yourself breathe naturally. Close the eyes and feel the effects of the exercise. Now, when I say feel the effects of the exercise, what I mean is just become aware of yourself and of your body on the inside. Just become aware. You don't need to label things. You don't need to analyze. You don't need to interpret. Just close your eyes. Let yourself breathe and become aware. One or two breaths is enough. Okay. Then the next exercise, I'm going to go ahead and do, and hopefully you do along with me. And this is another one you can do every morning, every night, anytime you feel tension or become aware of tension in the shoulders. So you're going to sit up straight, pull your shoulders nice and slow up towards your ears, toward the ceiling, and you continue adding pressure upward. Continue adding pressure upward toward the ceiling, tight as you can, pulling the shoulders up. And if you're here on the stream, you want to jump on, just click on that link. I'd love to have you on, and I can give you some pointers and some undoing exercises you can do for your specific situation. This stuff is organic. It works. Some of them are good for everybody at all times, so the face, the shoulders, and some of them I'll show you today. But then I can tailor a little sequence for you if you're a musician, for example, or if you have stage fright, or whatever your current situation is. There's undoing exercises that will work perfectly for it. So pull your shoulders up, continue pulling them up nice and tight. And we hold this one for at least 1 full minute. So I'll wait till the turn of the minute here. And again, during this one, just like with the face stretches, you want to breathe deep in the belly. Let the breath fill your chest. And then exhale fully, but continuously adding shoulder pressure upward. Now notice my hands, the rest of my arms are relaxed. And what you want to do on the internal landscape is relax into the intensity of this muscle contraction. So just relax into the intensity. There's a deeper realization you might have there. Relax into the intensity. That applies not only to this exercise. So shoulders up, nice and tight. Now notice mine dropped a little, and then I bring them up again. And if you're watching, jump on the stream with me. We'll have some fun. We can have a conversation and answer any questions you have, and then I'll give you some specific undoing exercises you can try. So if you're watching live, jump on with me. So just keep breathing, shoulders up. It's been a little bit over a minute now, so after a full minute, never do this one for less than a minute. You can do more, but don't do less. Take a full inhalation, pull the shoulders up even tighter, make a crazy face, and hold everything. Hold the breath. And then I'll count 3, 2, 1. You thrust the shoulders down with an ah sound. So 3, 2, 1, and Then breathe and relax. Nice sighing, ah breath. And then again, close your eyes, relax, become aware of the internal landscape. Become aware of the effects of the exercises and just let yourself breathe. Let the muscles around your eyes relax. Let your jaw hang loose. Okay, so there are 2 exercises you can use every single day, multiple times a day, and they will increase in effects over time, so they'll have cumulative effects if you do them repeatedly. So the face stretch you can do 2 or 3 times a day. When I first started out, I was at university, and I would do the face stretches before I would study. I would do them before every class and before every test. And what I found was I didn't really have to study that much. I absorbed a lot of the material without a lot of note-taking and without a lot of cognitive effort. And I managed to ace all of my classes that way. You can also try it out if you've got a job interview coming up. You want your face to go from tense back to neutral, so then you're not going to have a lot of, you're not going to be projecting a bunch of emotion outward. And you'll also then be able to receive and perceive what's going on for other people, which will then kind of automatically put you in sync with them. Okay? They'll feel that you're aware of them. They'll feel that they're being listened to, which is very rare in society today. And in doing so, you'll have a much better rapport, which will lead to, let's say, more fruitful interactions between you and other people. So we did the face stretches, we did the shoulders to ears, I did some music. Let me see, I might do another song that I wrote called Fake Suffering. Let's see if I can find the old lyrics here. Let's see if I can do it. Give me that old fake suffering. It's going to be in my notes. Let's see. There we go. And then I might read a little bit, see if I can do it in a higher key with this little guitar. Yeah, let's see if we can do it, I think. Give me that old fake suffering, filling up my mind. Give me that old fake suffering, I do it all the time. Oh yeah, I went to a doctor to ask about the pain in my mind. He took one look at me, gave me some pills to get me by. Oh, I looked in the mirror, I didn't like what I seen, so I take those pills every goddamn day to keep my mind numb and clean. Oh, give me that old fake suffering, filling up my life. Give me that old fake suffering, I love it like a wife. Oh yeah, oh yeah. my good friends about how bad life has been so far. Too fast comes Monday morning, slap me in my haggard face. I stumble into a job I hate. I want my mind to be erased. Oh, give me that old fake suffering, a mind that's full of complaints. Give me that old fake suffering. I ain't got nothing to celebrate. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, fake suffering song. Got to add some verses to that. It's pretty fun though. Let's see, maybe I can do an old one. And if you're watching, jump on the stream. We'll do some more undoing. I'd really like to tailor it to what's going on for you. So, if you're here, don't be shy. Just jump on. And even jumping on and, going live with me, you're going to go through an undoing process. And I'll help you through it. It'll be a lot of fun. So if you're watching, click the link, jump on. And if you get scared, whatever, you can always hang up. Let's see if I remember this one. Wrote this one in 2001 in Asheville, North Carolina, as like a young atheist anarchist. At least I believed I was. I happened to love a lot of Jesus songs at the time, but here's where my head was at back then. The city is empty on a Sunday afternoon. The leaves... Okay, we're gonna start it over. City is empty on a Sunday afternoon. The wind through the trees plays a song. The lyrics are quiet, but the message is clear. All this concrete won't last for too long. Wildflowers bloom through the cracks of my brain, laying waste to all civilized thought. The only thing now that I'm gonna live for is anything that cannot be bought. I said, little sister, meet me down by the river. We'll swim till the sun leaves the sky. We'll dream of days past when summer was forever and we never had a reason to cry. The cops stalk the streets all day and all night, where despair and apathy carry on. They'll break us all down into robots of work with their fear and their guns and batons. But today is so quiet and peaceful and still all around us a terrible mess. Some days I wonder when I'm gonna die, just to put all the sorrow to rest. Said, my sweet lover, let's just go undercover. Off in paradise we'll never be found. We'll live on a pirate ship stranded on shore. Every night watch the sun go down. The factories, warehouses, schools and banks, like the jailhouse, they fill me with dread. Every damn building ain't nothing but a prison, and the people inside them, they're already dead. Every box in this world is empty and cold. TVs, offices, cells and cars. Some of us walk where the free water flows under sun and moon and stars. I said to my mama through a phone on the corner, it's been too long since I've come around. I'm leaving tomorrow to hitchhike and visit, for this world of illusions falls down. Now the fall's almost here, and nothing has changed but these days. Whoa. Fall's almost here, nothing has changed but these days. It seems nothing ever does. But the highways and fences all quickly erode, and the wild forest beneath, they rise above. And I sit on the curb near a row of old ginkgo under showers of their golden green leaves. They all fall so fast and drift away in the wind, like a child growing old loses dreams. And I said to myself, I'd like to go somewhere else, far away from this long, messy life. Well, I know just the place, way up north in the woods. This time of year, the weather's alright. Yeah, I know just the place, way up north in the woods. This time of year, the weather is nice. So there you have that. That's a fun song. I forget what I called it, but it was written in Asheville, North Carolina. Let's do one more, maybe two more. It's a nice kind of weird Jesus song. These giant guitar. It's hard to sit here with it. Go like this. Pull this down if you want to see the guitar a little more. Let's just try two more kind of songs I like, and I'm just waiting around. If you guys want to jump on the stream, we got a few minutes left before I have guests arriving. But I'd love you to jump on the stream. It's more fun, and my knowledge, my gifts, my awareness work better in relation to other people. For example, if I'm just playing songs by myself, it's okay. But when I play a song and it's imbued with this desire to share it with someone else, so much more richness comes out of me. And the same goes for all this stuff I have to offer along the radical undoing lines. Like if someone comes on, if you come on, you have questions, you have a plight in your life that you want to, and a lot of issues and situations and problems in life are a lot easier and simpler to get through and to flow through than you think. And I say that in that way deliberately. A lot of things are much more easy to overcome than you currently think. A lot of times because we're lost in thought, like the Fake Suffering song tries to remind you of. So jump on the stream. We'll come up with some undoing exercises or some pointers for you in your life. And then that'll help other people who are maybe suffering in the same way. Or if you just want to come on and say hi, that's also cool. So let's do... Let's go up here. Let's try the Pines. Another one by the Pines. Great band from Midwest where I grew up. So we'll go ahead and try it out. No, that's the one I did before. Underneath the woods, the ground is glowing, and high behind that thin blue sky, the stars are slowly snowing. When the light hit the darkness, it set the world in motion. And somehow I found you on the shores of the aerial ocean. So hold on to me. So hold on to me. My heart is wrapped in rain. Warm blood runs through my weathered veins. And I'm down on a highway under a murmuration of airplanes. When the light in your eyes as they parted the skies where we buried watches and wallets. So lo and behold, we're all just silhouettes in the sunset. So hold on to me. So hold on to me. that's it for the music today. I mixed up that one, the chords with another one. It's very similar. That happens. But what I wanted to do, I think I got 10 minutes or so left here. Let's just check check what's going on here. And so I'm going to read, I think I have it up on here. Read you a little bit about eyes and face, the undoing of the eyes and face. You'll get this whole document if you sign up for the Radical Undoing Complete Eyes and Face course. Not exactly available now, but will be available very soon. So I'm going to open that up. You get more than just this, but it's, there we go. So I called this Masks and Periscopes. I wrote this back in, I think, 2010. I'll just read some of it, see how much time we have. Message my house guest that's going to come over. Okay. So it's called Masks and Periscopes. Warning, I'm going with the flow here, so don't expect anything beyond what you get. If it doesn't make sense, don't worry about it. This is what came out of my hands when I pondered the subject of the radical undoing of the eyes and face. What really matters is that you do the exercises, break up your chronic tensions, start to see and discern what's false, and create a chance for you to finally experience something real, if that's possible. Masks and periscopes. It's masks all the way down, nothing but masks. Part 1, makeup or wake up. And as I mentioned, jump on the stream with me. I decided to go into a public space to write this PDF. Coffee shop, in fact. I wanted to look around and see people's faces. The clerk who sold me coffee wears a thick mask of makeup. It used to bother me to see women coated in makeup. Not anymore. I thought there was something false about it. I never thought it made anyone look any better or more attractive. It seemed like some kind of public secret that everybody just went along with. In a way, that's true. But the situation goes a lot deeper than makeup. The very muscles of the face could be understood as a form of makeup. Now, the face always tells a story. Most people are so concerned with their own appearance that they can barely see other people. Lost in thought. What does he think of me? How do I look? Is that zit on my face obvious? Oh, I better smile. Osho told his willingly captive audience that if they felt sad, to stop trying to hide it behind fake smiles. Just show people you're sad, and they'll feel sad for you and want you not to be sad any longer. That way you'll finally stop being sad instead of hiding it and keeping it with you forever. Now, this reveals one possible way to use your face deliberately. Just let it reflect what's actually going on inside you. The responses you get from others will be a more accurate mirror to reflect yourself in. If you're lost in thought, you're not paying attention. You're not here. A tiny little boy just ran by carrying a dirty, half-eaten bagel in his hand. His mouth hanging open, jaw loose, eyes wide, and a delightful smile resting on his still mobile face. I couldn't help but smile and gaze into his eyes. He's probably not thinking or worrying about much. He's certainly not worried about what me or anyone else is thinking about him. He's just in touch and exploring his world. Life is a dirty, half-eaten bagel. The funny thing is that the little boy doesn't have to stop being in touch, but he probably will. He'll instinctively imitate his parents and the people he sees until his face becomes more rigid, more programmed. He'll learn to measure his responses to everyone and everything to make sure he acts correctly, gets all the right answers, and pleases everyone who needs pleasing. Are you measuring your responses right now? Are you making sure to please everyone who needs pleasing? Look in the mirror. Leave your face alone. What does it tell you about yourself? Don't worry. It's all lies. All masks, all the way down. See, unlike makeup, you can't wash off your whole face. So what can you do? All my seeking for answers about life, the universe, God, and everything left lines crinkled in my forehead and a vertical crinkle between my eyebrows. It's like my face wanted to implode into itself, and parts of it retain that physical memory of my fruitless search. As though I could squint enough to finally see what I was looking for somewhere on the distant horizon, or penetrate deep into the souls of others just with my piercing stare. No such luck. I searched for 10 years and all I got were some premature wrinkles, not even a fucking t-shirt. Have you seen the actor Lance Henriksen from the show Millennium? He played Frank Black on that TV show. I always liked the lines carved in his face. I remember thinking I'd be okay with some lines like that. Maybe all my seeking was just a way to get those lines I wanted. What the fuck are you doing here? What are you looking for? We're talking about the eyes and face here. So it's a good idea for you to see clearly what it is you really want. Now, I don't mean a list of goals. I mean what you really, really want in your life. I used to want so fucking much. Money, cars, houses, a helicopter, vacations all over the world, and everything else that appealed to me. But now, all I want is to see clearly and to live in a flowing, organic state with what I see. Working to rid myself of the emotional and muscular blockages in my face is one way to do so. The face has potential as a useful tool. It's right there on the front of your head all the time. It has sensors for picking up data. The problem is that it's buried so deep under masks that the sensors are all muddied up. You could liken it to a submarine submerged in a vast ocean of sewage. First, you've got to notice the sewage and to see where you really are. Most of what we think we are seeing is actually the contents of our own mind, memories, emotional reactions, fears, and beliefs. What exists beyond all that sewage? There's only one way to find out. But if you don't take a look at the sewage first, you'll keep living in a delusion where the sewage is your only reality. Submission. Well, this is simple, but not easy. It's simple to see the sewage because it's made up of all your thoughts and your emotions. When you're lost in thought, you're not seeing anything but sewage. Submarines use periscopes to see what's going on above the ocean surface. This provides a semi-accurate metaphor you can use to see more clearly. In spite of all the thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and reactions you have to everything, you can use your senses and the power of attention to catch a glimpse above the sewage. Ask yourself why you're coming to this particular stream. Why are you listening to me right now? What got you interested in radical undoing? For me, it was some idea that I'd get magical powers and life change or something like that. But radical undoing can't really do anything for you besides giving you a clear look at the sewage you are living in. And once you see it, you'll feel a deep revulsion for that situation you're facing, for all the unawareness. Now that revulsion can be forged into a weapon with which you can start to extricate yourself from the deep sewage ocean. Nothing that can be lost is really you or yours, even though it might feel like you're killing yourself. Now there's some good news here. The sewage isn't exactly real. It seems like it until you get the submarine up to the surface and into the clear waters. The sewage is there in the tensions in your body and in the ruminations in your mind, and it pollutes everything you experience. Keep asking yourself, who am I? What am I? What the hell is going on here? What in the hell is real? Undoing works by first getting you in touch with what's actually going on inside you and around you. You'll notice so much tension where you might have never noticed it before. Once you bring the tensions and the binds into awareness, they start to melt away. It takes time and it takes effort. There's not much I can say here to help you except to tell you I've seen the sewage. I've seen the walls of the prison cell, and I know what you're up against. I'm deep enough into my own flow to be of assistance in your process of undoing the false and starting to see what's real. No one can tell you what's real. You have to find out for yourself. Until you know for sure that you're not stuck in some delusion or another, it's safe to assume you're still in the sea of sewage. How to use your periscope. Use your senses to your advantage. Look around your home. Look at all the objects you've accumulated and try to see what's there beyond all your ideas, labels, words, and emotional content. Everything you see is layered in a thick layer of mental vomit that explodes constantly out of your mind. Clean up the vomit and see what's really there. Don't even try to put words to it. Just use your eyes like periscopes to get past the vomit. Just look at it until there are no more thoughts, no more descriptions, no more explanations polluting your direct perception. Try looking at other people that way too. Look at what's really there. If you can label it, describe it, or put words to it, you're still just spewing vomit. Whenever you get a chance, just listen to the sounds or the silence going on around you. Notice how the mind automatically and with a fascist intensity labels everything. We take experiences and try to reduce them to something that we already know. This keeps us from ever experiencing something new, something real for what it is. Just listen. Notice your thoughts and the tendency to label everything. Instead of labeling, categorizing, and judging, confront those thoughts with the power of your attention. Tell yourself, no, that's not a car. That's not music. That's not people talking. Just listen and tell the labels no. Look and listen beyond the labeling. Do this with all of your senses. Touch different surfaces and objects around your home. Touch your own skin. Just notice what you actually feel, not what you think or feel about it. When you taste something, resist the urge to label it and think you've already tasted it before. Take it slow. Every time is the first and only time. When you smell a flower or a meal, don't listen to your mind. Just pay attention to it and let it stay outside the realm of labels. The more you practice this, the less you'll keep vomiting all over everything and everyone. Let your experiences stay outside the bounds of understanding, of explanation, of thoughts, of sewage. Look, listen, taste, smell, feel. Leave it at that. Whenever you have the thought that you know what something or someone is, remind yourself that it's a lie. Stop trying to know and to understand everything and just let it be. Let go. Surrender yourself to your own experience. This brings me to an interesting point worth repeating over and over. There is a vast difference between the realm of your direct experience and the realm of all the secondhand stories, teachings, and everything you've heard from other sources. No matter how true a story seems, it's fiction until you've experienced it for yourself. By secondhand stories, I mean everything you've ever been taught, everything you've ever heard on TV, in the news, or from other people. All that information can be a signpost at best, and it's usually much more misleading than a signpost. No such thing. CAT doesn't actually spell cat. Your teachers just repeated it so many times that you believed them. Do you get it? Are you starting to sense the magnitude of the sewage sea? It's everywhere. It has permeated everything. It's maddening, and you'll have to force yourself out of what you call sanity to even comprehend it. This is where the eyes and face exercises come in handy. The more you can break up the tensions and unconscious reactions in your face and your sensory organs, the more smooth your experience of breaking free will go. If you try to get out of this mess without cleansing your face of the tensions and emotional reactions, you'll just go crazy and you'll never see anything clearly. Breathing and organic movement are the keys to your own personal jail cell. Funny that you've had the keys all along. It's time again to ask yourself, what do you really want? Do you want to attain goals based on your fears? Or do you want to start fresh, out of the sewage, and then see what happens from there? Once you get a clear look at the situation you're facing, everything about the way your mind works will shift dramatically. It can be difficult to adjust to the new way of perceiving yourself and everything around you. Yes, you'll still make use of language for the sake of discussion, but your primary perception will not rely on language for understanding yourself and your world. It will be reserved for use as a tool, nothing more. There's no need to understand yourself or your world. There's no such thing. That's all I've got for you for now, but I'll give you a few pointers from what we've covered so far. Most of what you see and experience takes place in your imagination. Everything is coated in a layer of slime or vomit made up of judgments, interpretations, emotional content, thoughts, memories, and wishful thinking. Everything you've ever thought of yourself is false. The ideas you have about yourself are nothing more than imaginings and ruminations. You don't need them. To start experiencing something other than sewage, confront your interpretations and thoughts and attempt to see, feel, hear, touch, and taste outside of them. Do the eyes and face exercises 1 to 3 times per week. Do slow face stretching with deep breathing every day, 3 times a day. Whenever you get confused, just stop. Don't take action, don't react. Use your periscope and ask yourself what's really going on. Most of the time, what's going on is interpretation and imagination. Most people live in their imaginations and wander through life completely blind to what is actually happening. See clearly at all costs. Nothing else matters. This doesn't even really matter, but you don't realize it yet. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot one more thing. There are no answers. So I might word that a little differently if I wrote it today. But I think it's still solid, and it's great for when you're beginning the radical undoing process to get a lot of those points in mind, keep those points in mind. So got a little more time here before I have a guest arriving. If somebody wants to jump on the stream, if you're watching now, just click the link in the comments section. I think that's where it is, yeah. And jump on the stream with me. It'll be fun. Let's have a good time. And if not, I'll show you a couple more exercises. But yeah, jump on. It'd be really cool to see someone here. I enjoy talking to myself, but it's even more fun to talk to myself when there's other people around. No, I'm kidding. This one is a nice, simple exercise. Now notice I'm creating a level plane, not like down here, not up here, but a level plane. I'm pushing my hands, my palms toward each other like this. So the pressure is going like this, palms toward each other, and then I'm moving the arms outward, but continuing to push the palms toward each other, so it creates sort of a tension. And go till you're right about here, but not till your fingers spread apart. So your palm can separate at the base. And then if you notice, look carefully, my arms are shaking a little bit of trembling. That's what we're looking for. So keep pushing the palms toward each other even as they separate, and then breathe. Notice how my thumbs are pressed together as well. You want to focus on that trembling and just breathe. If you have any family members with arthritis, this is a great exercise for that. Also for playing guitar, for singing. This will get you, say, flowing a little better. From the head down through the neck, through the arms, into the hands. Relax. Shake the hands out. Here's another one. You put your hands straight forward like this. Turn the thumbs down and inward. Put them like this. Inhale and then exhale forward. Only go as far as it feels comfortable. You inhale. Exhale. I'll do like 3 on each side. This is one I learned from Matt Fury. Some days you go further, some days you go less, but just don't hurt yourself. Inhale. Exhale forward. Now exhale forward. Inhale and exhale forward. Come back out. Shake your hands loose. And we'll do one more. Song. We'll try one on the small guitar called White Noise by a band called Exit Music. Christ on the cross as he's illustrated. I'm body soft and disintegrating. I'm in the self, half illuminated. I'm on the call, but it's distant and faded. I myself am the robber denied. I chased all I lost down a spiral in silence. I'm on your side, just so hard to see you. I'm on the side of the ghost and the needle. Is the choice in my hands? Suicide or the slaughtered lamb? It's so full of tricks, I'll be toasting the gold lights of life. The trail is cold and hard, the course of the light of the child. Slow messenger, I'm in charge of the coal and the fire. White noise calling on a sudden deluge. I chased out of breath, trying to come back to you. I'm in the rest of the subtle hues. Oh, I'm on the call, trying to come back to you. I'm gonna stop right there because my guest is arriving. So stop the stream, have fun, leave a comment, subscribe. See you again soon.